On the night of November 22nd, 2025, 31-year-old Stephanie Piper was out at a Christmas party in her hometown of Graz, Austria. As a beauty influencer, she was known for her vibrant online content about makeup, fashion, and her impressive singing voice. But what started a festive night would spiral into a terrifying intentional murder investigation. Her final text message would become a haunting clue in a case that stretched from an apartment in Austria to a dark forest in Savonia. After a taxi dropped her off at home in the early morning hours of November 23rd, Stephanie sent a friend what would be her last known message. She wrote about a creep or a dark figure she saw in her stairwell. Shortly after that, she went silent. Days later, her body was found stuffed into a suitcase and buried miles away, the victim of a shocking crime at the hands of her ex-boyfriend. The first sign something was terribly wrong came when Stephanie, who was always professional, failed to show up for her photo shoot. Her family and colleagues couldn't get a hold of her, and soon her frantic mother posted a plea on social media for any information about her daughter. When police were called to her apartment, neighbors told them they had heard a loud argument coming from inside around 8 a.m. that morning. Some also reported seeing her ex-boyfriend Patrick M. in the building. Investigators eventually found her cell phone discarded in a bush in a nearby part of town, but of Stephanie, there was no trace. The investigation quickly zeroed in on her 31-year-old ex-boyfriend Patrick M. The big break in the case came on November 24th when police in neighboring Savonia were alerted to a car on fire in a casino parking lot near the Austrian border. The vehicle belonged to Patrick, who was found nearby and promptly arrested. After he was extradited back to Austria, he was interrogated by authorities, and under the weight of the evidence, he confessed. He admitted to strangling Stephanie during a fight, forcing her body into a traveling suitcase, and driving across the border to bury her in the woods. The digital breadcrumbs we leave behind are often the key to piecing together the final moments of a person's life. For more stories where technology and diligent police work come together to solve a case, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Following Patrick M.'s confession, authorities discovered Stephanie's body on November 28, 2025, in a forest in Savonia. An autopsy confirmed she died from massive violence to her neck, consistent with strangulation, but the horror didn't stop there. In a truly horrifying detail, the forensic report couldn't determine the exact time of death, leaving open the possibility that she may have still been alive when she was put in the suitcase. Patrick M. was taken into custody to wait a trial. Two of his relatives were also briefly arrested on suspicion of helping him cover up the crime, but they were later released. Stephanie's story is a heartbreaking reminder of the dangers that can hide behind familiar faces, and how a simple text message can become a final, desperate warning.